Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins, also known as the Downsizing Designer. So I had a wonderful conversation with a client the other day, and I wanted to share with you because she had some valuable insights on the impact of decluttering your home. And what she said is just so true. I first met my client about 6 months ago. They had asked me if I could assist them with discerning whether they should downsize or age in place. And I've developed a design process that helps clients determine which might be the best direction for them to take. So we went through step-by-step process, which included some preliminary designs for living in a smaller home and then for also aging in place in their current home. Ultimately, they decided to age in place. But before they could do that, it was quite apparent what they needed to do was declutter, and they had a lot of that to do. When I first walked through their home with them, there was the obvious clutter, from too much of just about everything to furniture that had been passed down to them by family members and a lot of inherited things. But what would also become evident was their penchant for visiting antique shops, flea markets, resale shops. They knew that they didn't need one more thing in their home, but in her words, we just can't resist a good bargain. Their home was filled with knick-knacks, collectibles of many kinds, of old books, old records, you name it, and they had it. Because that's what they collected. They collected so much stuff that they probably could have started their own resale shop, to tell you the truth. And in addition to having too much furniture and too many collectibles, they also had a room full of good finds, as they called them, from yard sale excursions that they took each week. They realized that one day, one of them, perhaps both of them, could have health issues that would prevent them from using the stairs on a regular basis. They knew they had to clutter before they could downsize and sell their home. So together, we created a 3-month plan to declutter their home from top to bottom, week by week. We used multiple decluttering methods to help them stay motivated and inspired for that 3-month-long journey that they were about ready to undertake. So because we set a 3-month goal, because they were highly motivated, and because we created a week-by-week plan with milestones and accountability, they were able to accomplish that big goal of donating, selling, or disposing of much of their excess accumulation in just 3 months. She was really proud of the fact that she had completed that huge task, and I was happy to have been able to assist them with accomplishing that big goal. While they were decluttering, during that process, there was a lot of hard work, a lot of tears, but they were committed and they were stuck, because they had been stuck with their house and just whether they should put it on the market or not. The funny thing was, the more they lived in their now decluttered home, the more they fell in love with their new home all over again. So when she called me the other day, she said, Rita, now that we've decluttered our home, we don't want to move. We've decided to stay and age in place. And will you please help us create plans for making our home ready for aging in place, for stairs and bathrooms and so forth. So this is what I love to do, and that's why I love helping my clients. I just wanted to share what a day in the life of a designer really feels like. It's very rewarding, and so in this case, their idea was that they wanted to move, but ultimately they realized they loved their home, they loved their neighborhood, and as long as it was decluttered and as long as it will now be planned for being safe as they age, then this was the choice for them.